Morning, everybody. It's Sunday the 15th, and this today represents my 40th week on my journey without alcohol. So pretty chuffed with that, as I am, frankly, with every day that I don't have a drink. I've just spent a couple of days with some friends, my wife and another couple, in the northwest of the UK, and they're a couple we've known many years, and they definitely like a drink, and I didn't drink at all during our time. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It did feel a bit different. It always does when I have a social event and I'm not drinking and others are, but I don't think I would have enjoyed it any more if I had been drinking, or any less because I wasn't drinking. I hope that they feel the same way. They seem to. But again, it just these times when I ordinarily would definitely be having a drink. Mind you, I had a drink every day, so but I would have drunk more perhaps. Certainly socially, I would have, in these social occasions, I would have drunk more. So, it's interesting that, now 40 weeks down the line, I'm not having a drink. How, I won't say easy, but how I've sort of got used to it. And the more it happens, the more it reinforces my ability not to have a drink on these social occasions, which 40 weeks ago, as I've said many, many times, I just wouldn't have believed I could be in this position. So, I'm pleased that I am, and hopefully it sends a signal to those of you that may pick up this video that you can really do this. It's just finding the right time, the right level of commitment, the right spontaneity, the right courage. But you can do it. It's not something that you can't achieve. It just needs that trigger, and that trigger, may come unexpectedly to you. It may, in a sense, it did to me. But there will come a trigger. Now, hopefully, it won't be some sort of health event. Hopefully, it'll be something that you can do and make a decision on yourself rather than, being forced in a way. But irrespective of what it is, once that trigger happens and that reason becomes, aware to yourself, then yes, you can achieve these things. And I think that it sends, at least for me, and I suspect anybody else that's gone through a journey similar to this, doesn't have to be alcohol. It could be food. It could be, it could be substance abuse of one sort or another. But it sort of gives you evidence that you're not quite as frail and non-committed as you thought you were. So when it comes to the next thing that you want to commit to, you've got some stock in the bank, so to speak, because you've already done it, and you realise that you can do things that perhaps you ordinarily would have thought you can't. So I think I think any sort of moderation, particularly around perhaps things that aren't overly good for you, smoking, for example, any sort of either total abstinence or moderation, I think is a step in the right direction for you as an individual, but it should also help support you in other areas that you might want to improve on, maybe your work or your relationship or your exercise program. It should give you the confidence to say, look, I can do these things, even though I may not think I can. So, as I've gone through this 40 weeks now, and I've gone through things like Christmas and birthdays and social events of one sort or another, it just reinforces the notion that I can get to a year, which is right now is my sort of, I think, aim is to get to 52 weeks of not having a drink. Not sure what I'm going to do then. Not sure if I'll just continue or not. Probably I'll just continue, but sometimes I wouldn't mind to have maybe a. Could I constantly say to myself, could I be a moderate drinker? I'm really not sure about that. I think it's highly unlikely, but it may be possible. And I think if I could, I probably would have the odd glass here and then when it's appropriate. Maybe even a couple of glasses, but most of the time I know I definitely want to be a non-drinker. So what I mean by that is, arguably the majority of the week, I would say 5 minimum days without a drink, and maybe something at the weekend, but maybe every other or weekend or something like that. That's what I guess is the perfect world for me, or at least I think it is. Until I actually do it, I can't really be sure. But I continue on the journey. I continue to make these videos because I hope that, whilst they're a diary for me, I hope that you can see somebody going through this process in real time, so to speak, and you may find yourself with similar, not concerns, but similar questions that maybe I may be able to help you with an answer. But as I've said many times before, I got a lot of comfort and a lot of information from other people that had gone down this journey before, so it was important to me to continue it from my perspective to help those people that may come across this video. Obviously the next step is to get to a year. We're only 3 months away. It's not a long time. That's my goal. And I'll keep making these videos probably every couple of weeks just to give you an update as to what's happened and where I'm at. And anybody wants to make any comments, please feel free to do so. In the meantime, maybe put the drink down. Speak soon. Bye bye.